What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the Pokemon for Glory. We're coming in on the last little bit of the season. We only have 3 more games to play, and they all matter realistically. Because real quick, I do want to take a little bit of a look at the standings, so you guys can get a little bit of a scope as to what's going on. So keep in mind, I have 1 game less played than everybody else. And if you look from, I have 3 games left. So anybody as low as number 13 can overtake me. And that's pretty scary. And anybody, I think Dan is the only one that's safe. I think Dan, no, Leo and John are both safe as well, because people that have 7 wins can get them, but they can only tie them with differential, which it'll be difficult for them to do. I mean, it is possible, but right now every single win counts. And with me being in 5th place with 1 less game, or 1 more game to play than everybody else, I need to win all 3 of my games. And I'm very nervous. I'm extremely nervous, to be completely honest with you guys. But this week we're playing Chance in the Camden Ursarings, who has not had a very good season. As you can see, he's 2-11 with a -42 differential. So he's lost pretty big, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to capitalize on that, and then I'll be able to win pretty big to help myself out. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to rag on Chance. I absolutely love him. He is such a nice guy, and he's so chill. Like, you can talk to him about anything. He's just one of the nicest people ever, and I absolutely love that about him. But I do need to I do need to get a pretty big win this game. And Chance's team is pretty threatening, honestly, especially versus mine, since he has a couple of things that I don't have good resistances to. He has a Starmie, Buzzwole, Jolteon, Gastrodon, Megazord X, Diancie, Celebi, Mandibuzz, Weezing, Scyther, and Ambipom. Now, the biggest problems for my team are easily Megazord X. I don't have a very good fire resist. I only have Rhyperior, so I need to bring Rhyperior this game. I don't have a very good switch into Starmie, because of the fact that my water type is also steel type, so it has a little bit more of a weakness. It still can switch into Starmie pretty well, but if it's like Life Orb Analytic, I can't switch into it well at all with my Empoleon. And I don't know if you can tell by the rest of his team, but Empoleon does not do very well. Ambipom with like with a fighting move, with Power Up Punch maybe, SD Scyther, Weezing, it can wall that. Mandibuzz, it can wall Mandibuzz almost indefinitely and toxic stall it, but even then, that's I don't want to go that route against Chance. I don't want to go that route against anybody, to be honest. Celebi, it can do a lot of damage to me because it does have setup on multiple different aspects. It has Nasty Plot and Swords Dance, so that's something that I'm definitely having to keep in mind whenever I'm going about this. It can do a lot of damage to Diancie, but Megazord X, Jolteon, and Buzzwole are 3 mons that I know for a fact are coming to this game, and they're 3 mons that just blow back my Empoleon. So I'm struggling to find a reason to bring my Empoleon, especially whenever going offensive this game works very, very well, honestly. Like, my offensive mons against him do so much damage. Like, realistic, I'm going to spoil something. Look at his team. Look at Mega Medicham. Especially look at Adamant Mega Medicham, because the only thing that I can outspeed is I could speed tie with Celebi. After that, his next fastest mon is Mandibuzz, which will be defensive. Adamant Mega Medicham just blows through everything. It gets a kill whenever I drop it in on one of his walls. Celebi is even 2 KO'd by High Jump Kick. Like, that's insane if he has like no bulk investment. But I do have a lot of mons that can take advantage of that. If you don't remember my team, I'll go ahead and I'll talk about that real quick. I do have Mega Medicham, Togekiss, Shaman, Dragonite, Rhyperior, Gengar, Electros, Qwilfish, Empoleon, Darmanitan, and Linoone. So a bunch of mons do really well. Honestly, I think Linoone does really, really well this game. I think that Darmanitan does really well. I think Gengar, Rhyperior, Dragonite, Shaman, Togekiss, and Mega Medicham all do very, very well. So it's just going to be what I think will do the best. And so let's just go ahead and talk about it. So first things first, as I said, Adamant Mega Medicham just blows through his entire team. I didn't go to outspeed Mandibuzz because I don't think there's a need for me to outspeed a Mandibuzz whenever it's going to be fat anyway to try to take on my Gengar. So I just went Adamant Mega Medicham, Fake Out, High Jump Kick, Zen Headbutt, and Baton Pass. Fake Out is actually super important because it does outspeed. It does have higher priority than pretty much everything, and with the Adamant nature, it can do a lot of damage to his entire team. it just does a lot. To things like Jolteon, it does like 65%. That is stupid. It's so strong. And Zen Headbutt plus High Jump Kick just nuke literally everything. And I'm just hoping that I'm able to land all my moves and I'm able to just spam them one after another and potentially pick up some kills. I could have gone Jolly with a lot more bulk, but it didn't help me in any scenario. The only scenario it helped me in would be against Mandibuzz a little bit, but that's if it's Brave Bird. If it's Foul Play, it didn't help me pretty much at all. And after seeing, if he saw my game against Niter, I think he will be bringing Foul Play just to prevent my Dragonite from setting up on it, because I technically could do the exact same thing I did. I could go, except he could have Whirlwind, but I could go for Sub, avoid a Toxic, and then he wouldn't be able to break my Sub with Brave Birds. So it's possible. I could have done it, but I decided not to this game. But yeah, Adamant Mega Medicham just runs through everything. And on top of that, so if you look at his team, I will say it is very either fat or super frail offensive. Starmie, Jolteon, Buzzwole. Buzzwole's very frail on the Spadef side. But then we have things like Scyther and Ambipom for his main offenses. Megazard X is the only exception to this, and I know it's very offensive, but I'm talking about mainly the things that I can come in on, hit a button, and either get a kill or force in a wall that I could take advantage of. His offensive mons are pretty frail, so that's really nice. So thinking about that, I'm going very wall breaker-ish, and then I'm going some more slow wall breakers to try to take advantage of that, and then using my fast mons to beat his fast mons one-on-one, and I think that works out really well this game, honestly. Another really important thing to know about Fake Out is that 2 Megazard X, if he has no HP investment, it does about 40%, so if I'm able to get up rocks, and I'm able to hit him one time, and everything on my team is able to 2 KO him, then I'm able to pressure him to the point to where he can't roost off on me, and that means that I'll just be able to pressure it very well, and that's what I like. I'm able to make it so he can't Dragon Dance up, roost up, and continuously Dragon Dance up without the fear of doing that. The only set that I need to double check on is this last mon here, but I'll get into that whenever I get into that. I might change it on video. So then, to keep with my offensive mons, I'm bringing Choice Specs Gengar. Originally, I did not have Energy Ball, I had Trick. But the more and more I started looking at it, if he runs a Curse Gudra and then for some odd reason my Shaman goes down to, like, say Zardex or something along those lines, then I want to be able to have this. I want to be able to nuke it with Energy Ball. So I think that's super important. This has enough speed to outspeed his Scyther, and with that I'm able to either 2 a KO or one-shot quite literally everything on his team. If you look down, it's like Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave. I'm able to just spam this move. If he doesn't bring Ambipom, I can click Shadow Ball almost every single time and not even fear Mandibuzz coming in, because I do have a couple of things on my team that can really take advantage of Mandibuzz and not care about a single thing it does. But this will be a pretty big win con. It won't be the main win con, but it will be a pretty big one, honestly. And I like that. I like this mon in general, to be honest with you. So after I put Gengar on the team, I knew I needed something to be able to outspeed Jolteon and something to be able to outspeed Scarfed Buzzwole, because those are 2 really big offensive threats to my team, and Darmanitan just does that. It does it very well. Again, I can run Adamant on this thing as well, because the only thing I have to outspeed is the same thing that Medicham outspeeds, which is Buzzwole. U-turn, Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, Earthquake. He does not have a switch into this. The only switch in he has is Diancie, and if he brings in Diancie every single time, I can go into my Shaman, I can go into my Mega Medicham, I can click a move, and I can get a kill. It's very hard for him to deal with this mon. And if he has Protect on something to try to avoid High Jump Kick, I can click Fake Out first, see if he goes for it, and then I can click Zen Headbutt, and that can even do a lot of damage to pretty much everything. But this is a very good revenge killer against his team, being able to outspeed the likes of Starmie, Buzzwole, Celebi, Jolteon, things of that nature. It's very easily able to clean up. Let me make sure it outspeeds Jolteon. Jolteon hits 200. 145 times 1.5 is 72.5. That's 70. Yeah, so I outspeed Jolteon guaranteed, right? Because that's not modest. That's timid. Yeah. I wanted to double check that real quick. But being able to also spam Rock Slide to not allow his Charizard X to Dragon Dance up on me for free is also really big. And if he's a very bulky Zard and he's not super offensive, then it's really nice to just have this to be able to nuke it. So I really like that. Then we have a bulky win con that if he does not bring a fast team and he brings a fat team, like if he brings potentially Buzzwole, Gastrodon, Zard X, Diancie, Celebi, Mandibuzz. That was 6, right? Buzzwole, Gastrodon, Zard X, Diancie, Celebi, Mandibuzz. If he brings like those 6, Nasty Plot Togekiss, shout out to Bill's mom, just destroys him. It literally can beat everything on his entire team, and that's really, really nice. I say it can beat everything because a Flare Blitz from a Zard doesn't allow him to set up, and a +2 Air Slash or Dazzling Gleam do a lot of damage to a Zard X. So it's able to effectively nuke that as well. And also his main wall core does not appreciate Fairy plus flying, like flying, fairy, 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 flying, fairy, flying, like it. His team is very, very weak to the combination of the moves, and even if I don't get a Nasty Plot up, I'm able to still weaken his team significantly, and with the Kebia Berry, I don't have to fear a Scarf Buzzwole revenge killing me if he is a Scarf Buzzwole, because Poison Jab doesn't do anything to me, and I don't even have to risk Air Slash. I can just click Dazzling Gleam against it to completely blow it out of the water. So I really like Togekiss this game. I think it has a great matchup. I've been itching to use Togekiss in a more offensive manner, so Nasty Plot Togekiss is a really good way for me to take advantage of that. I need max speed to be able to outspeed Buzzwole because it's base 79 speed. I needed as much bulk as I could possibly get, honestly. It allows me to not be too KO'd by things like Celebi's Psychic, Celebi's... what else was it? There was a couple of things. Ambipom's Return, I think. Like, if he's like not life orbed, but it allows me to take some hits that are really, really nice. So now that I've gotten over my 4 main offensive mons and a little bit more of a bulky offensive mon, I need an answer to Zard X. This is pretty much my only answer to it on the entire team, because my other ways of dealing with it are preventing it from setting up to +1 or +2 and trying to revenge kill it a certain way, or forcing it to kill itself to Flare Blitz recoil. That's about all I have on the entire team. And if he runs Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, if he runs Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, Roost, and Dragon Dance, then this thing can actually live a +2 Dragon Claw. I'm pretty sure it's the Choice CJ. It's the best mon in the entire world. Choice CJ. We'll just do this with Impish Sugar. It's been about 3 days since I've looked at this team, so I also want to check it just for my own remembrance. No, I want 244 with Charizard Mega X. As you can see, Dragon Claw, even at +6, it's a roll to kill me. So if I let him, if he's like Swords Dance, Flame Charge for whatever reason, I can even let him set up 2 Swords Dances, then I can just click Earthquake and knock him out after rocks. Even from full, Earthquake plus Fake Out damage from my Mega Medicham will kill him, and that's pretty cool. So this is my designated check to a Dragon Dancing Zard X. It Sugar Berry for Earthquake. I didn't show you what +6 Earthquake does, but Earthquake, that's a +6 Earthquake. It does a little over half. That's stupid. I love Rhyperior. I really do. I've really fallen in love with it over the course of this season. This is also a really good switch into Mandibuzz for me to get up my rocks. It's also a very good switch into Mandibuzz to be able to Rock Blast it, because Rock Blast does do more than Rock Slide, depending on how many hits I get. Like, as you can see, Rock Blast, if I get 3 hits, does 3% more than Rock Slide does. So that's why I'm mainly running Rock Blast for Mandibuzz, because if I get 5 hits on Mandibuzz, I'm pretty sure it has a chance to kill it, if he's like Spadef for Gengar. Yeah. Rock Blast does 53 with 3 hits. If I get 5 hits after Stealth Rocks, it kills. 4 hits after Stealth Rocks kills, I believe, as well. It has a chance to. So that's why I'm running Rock Blast. It's very, very powerful against his team. I'm hoping that I'm able to get that off and do some good damage to the Mandibuzz. Also, Mandibuzz and Starmie are his only 2 spinners, which is really, really nice because it forces them to come in, take some really key damage for my Mega Medicham. Mandibuzz takes like 80% from Mega Medicham's high jump kick. It's stupid how strong it is. But yeah, that's pretty much Rhyperior's role, and he does a good job at doing it, honestly. Then the final mon on the team that I do want to run some calcs with real quick on screen is my Shaman. I'm running Sea Flare, Toxic, Psychic, and Synthesis. So, Shaman, yeah, I think that's almost the exact set I'm running with Psychic. I don't really know if I want to run, I don't really know if I want to run Psychic plus the Psyche MZ. I kind of want to run Earth Power over Toxic, because I want to see how much it does to Charizard X. So Earth Power guarantees that if he has no HP investment that he can't set up on me, but if I'm Ground DMZ, it does a lot. So that would mean that he can't set up on me for free. The main reason why I have Psychic there is for Buzzwole and Weezing. Toxic was only there realistically for Mandibuzz. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to change this to Earth Power with Ground DMZ. But this spread, it allows me to outspeed Buzzwole as well. Click Psychic on it, and Psychic against Buzzwole does a lot. I think it actually has a chance to KO after Rocks. No, it doesn't have a chance to KO after Rocks, but that's with a lot of bulk. It does a lot. In other words, it does a lot against Buzzwole. Means that he can easily set up a sub on me, and I can do a lot of damage to him that way. But that's pretty much all Psychic is there for. Seed Flare is there as another win con against Gastrodon in case that sets up Curse against me. That's a very real possibility that I'm terrified of. But yeah, I really like this set. This also has enough Spadef in order for me to take on like a bulkier Starmie, not an offensive Starmie, because I don't really have a switch into it on this team aside from maybe my Togekiss. But this is also able to just nuke Starmie and scare it out if he wants to try to spin away my Rocks, which is really good because he doesn't have a very good switch into this mon anyway, especially if I can get like Seed Flare Spadef drops on Mandibuzz, it can nuke it that way as well. And with me potentially outspeeding Mandibuzz, if he runs a little bit, if he runs like very speedy offensive Mandibuzz and he outspeeds me and clicks Roost on me, I can actually Tectonic Rage him. So there's a lot of possibilities this game. I'm really thinking I should be bringing Empoleon. I'm really thinking I should be, but I don't know where I would put it on this team because Empoleon invites in his Buzzwole every single time, and I don't have the best switch-ins to Buzzwole as it is, so I need to have a good switch into fighting plus bug coverage. I need Rocks, and I need a way of nuking Zardex. I also need Shaman because it's a decent way of me dealing with it's a good switch into Celebi, which is pretty important, as well as Jolteon, unless it's Savage Spin Out, which it's been hit by Savage Spin Out like twice now. So I considered running Tangaberry, but I really like fat Z-move users. So I do think that this team is the best that it can be for the 6 that I think he's going to bring, or even the majority of what he could bring. But let me know what you guys think down in the description below. I do kind of want to touch on last week. A lot of you guys said that Bill was playing to the best of his ability and that I was just salty. You're right, I was salty. I don't care. I'm fine with being salty and I'm fine with admitting it. It's a game that I'm going to get salty over. I'm not going to always be perfect, and I'm not always going to make the best plays, and I'm not going to hide the emotion that I'm actually feeling towards the game because I feel like that's just fake, and I'm not fake. I'm going to be who I am, and if something pisses me off, or if something goes wrong, or if I think that somebody is stupid or anything like that, I'm going to say it, and I'm not going to hide it. If that makes me sound salty, or if you guys don't like that, then this channel might not be for you, and that's completely fine. But just know that me being salty or me being upset at a game that I put a lot of time into and that I put a lot of effort into that's not bad either. I'm allowed to get upset. I'm allowed to get salty. If you have never gotten salty at this game, I think you're lying. I don't believe that anybody who plays this game has never been salty, and to just sit there and point out that somebody is upset, salty, pissed off, it doesn't do any good. It doesn't benefit anybody. So especially considering that this is a game that I'm playing with my friends. Like, the P4G and the APA is a group of friends that I'm just having fun with. So if I do get salty at a game, then that's fine. I don't need to feel like I'm wrong for that, you know? But I figured I would just touch on that to let you guys know that don't expect me to be perfect, to not be salty, to be okay with everything that goes wrong. Like, being salty is okay, being upset is okay, and I want you guys to know that for whenever you're playing. If you start a channel, anything like that, don't let viewers make you think that you being upset about a game is wrong, because it's not. You're allowed to have your feelings, and everything that you feel is validated, and it might not make sense to everybody else, but it makes sense to you, and that's all that matters. So just keep that in mind whenever you guys are uploading, and whenever you guys are playing your league games. But with that, guys, I am going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.